Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. For this Throwback Thursday review, we're taking a look at the Tamashii Nations exclusive 2024 Kamen Rider Geats Boots Form Mark III. So this guy came in a shipper box. This is for the Tamashii Nations event that they have every year. This is one of their Kamen Rider exclusives. He comes in the brown shipper box. See the two up there, the big barcode on the side. On the back, still barcode Tamashii Nations 2024. But then this is what the box actually looks like, which is pretty cool. This is not a picture of the actual, suit actor, but this is a picture of the figure. And they did a great job doing this. This was not a premium Bandai exclusive. You could only get it from this event. And I finally just decided to grab this guy off of Zen Market. Because like, oh yeah, you could just, buy it from someone overseas. So I did purchase it from Zen Market, brand new in box. So I decided to, review it once he came in. But the side of the box has this nice Tamashii Nations 2024 on the side. On the back has the Tamashii Nations logo on the side. A bunch of legalese that I can't read. So yeah, and this is just the sleeve that the box is actually in. So then another layer, you see the actual figure on the front, just like every other Geats box. On the side, a little bit more of the figure, some text. On the back, some poses the figure can get into. And then on the side, one more picture of the figure with his title. Let's get this guy open and take a closer look. Alright, and here's Kamen Rider Geats Boost Form Mark III out of his packaging. I think this looks really nice. I love the orange and white motif, the nice yellow eyes up there, his belt, or the buckle that, has like the nine tails look, which is really nice. On the back, you have the singular scarf, which is still a soft plastic piece, but it still looks pretty cool. But yeah, this looks great. And I know that they had teased the full form where he's got the nine tails. He's kind of like, a god, but a Kamen Rider basically. That they did tease that, but for now we just have this one. So for articulation, this guy can look up about that much. So not super high, but it's good enough. He does have a helmet on. He looks down about that much. And that's including, using his neck articulation. Oh, actually, no. It was a little bit stuck, so he can look down a little bit more. Let me see if that makes him look up even more. Not really. He can do a little bit of side-to-side tilt. So you can get a little bit of expressiveness in there. You can turn his head side to side. The arms, they do have a mechanism where you can pop them out a bit. And his arm just fell off, which seems to be an issue. They had like the little plastic between the bicep and the actual upper arm. I don't know why, but maybe that his arm falling off has something to do with it. The right side does not do that, but you can pull his arms out a bit to accommodate for the shoulder pads. And moving them up, he can get a perfect T-pose. They do go all the way around, no problem. You do have a bicep swivel right here. Well, if the arm stays on, that might be an issue. Has double jointed elbows. Looks nice, it's sculpted. His hands are on the standard S.H.Figuarts ball hinge. Let me see, what is this about? Yeah, it's like a little ball peg. Yeah, this guy's left arm does not want to stay on. That's actually kind of disappointing, and this is, new in box from the event. Put the hand back on, and then put his arm back on. And no, it's not a part of his gimmick at all. Like, he doesn't need to take his arms off whatsoever. For the torso, going back, it's pretty far actually. So you can lean back about that much, and he can lean forward about this much. He does have side-to-side rotation, and you can get him to tilt pretty nicely. Then again, the scarf on the back here is not attached to anything. It's not even on a ball peg. Or if it is, it doesn't really move that much. You can't really get it to move in many directions anyway, just because of the way it's sculpted. But it does have a nice look to make it seem like it's actual cloth. For the legs, there is a drop down. Let me try to get this other side a little bit further down. There we go. So there is a drop down, and he can kick up about that much, which is just straightforward. He has a double jointed knee. He does have upper thigh rotation. And then for the foot, goes down about that much, goes up about that much. Can do a decent ankle rocker, and then has a toe pivot. So yeah, it's the same articulation as all the other Geats figures, and if you wanted to, you could change out the bottom part of this and, you know, give him some other power with the other buckle here. But yeah, so far, I mean, it's good articulation. Just the only thing that bugs me is that that arm just keeps coming off for some reason. No clue why that is. But yeah, let's take a look at some of the accessories he comes with. Alright, so for Kamen Rider Geats' accessories, he doesn't come with a ton, which is probably, you know, there's a reason for that. But he does have his fists, because in the packaging he comes with the open hands to kind of mimic the pose that's on the front of the box. But he does have his fists, and all these are nicely sculpted to look like gloves. He has the little fox hands, which is pretty cool. I think this is the first time they've put this with Geats figure. I don't know, I'd have to look at my other ones, but feel free to let me know in the comments as well. He has a trigger finger for, you know, using his weapons with the other, that comes with the other Geats. He has these open hands, or like open action hands, which are really nicely sculpted and painted again. And then he has more splayed out hands. Oh, that just fell. I'll show you this one. Yeah, more open action hands, a pair of those. And the final thing he comes with is this stone version of like the full nine-tail fox belt piece, which is really cool. It's all molded in a gray plastic. It has like a textured rock feel to it. But you can see the detail of the fox right there. Looks really good. And that's it. He doesn't come with anything else. That is all that they give you for the Tamashii Nations exclusive. Would I want him to come with other things like weapons or whatever, maybe an effect part? Yes, of course. But I guess this is all they're going to pass out. So let's get into some size comparisons. For size comparisons, here he is standing next to an S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan Full Power Son Goku and a Saiyan Saga Vegeta. These two, or actually this is the Frieza arc Vegeta, but these two look great. I don't really have any qualms with how he stands with them. The Geats line is kind of bigger in general, so they kind of lend themselves to be a little bit taller, but yeah, they still look good. And then here he is standing next to a Jada Toys Chun-Li and then the Jada Toys DJ. Again, he's a lot taller, so he does stand really nicely next to these two. And these two are, of course, domestic figures. And finally, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends animated series Spider-Man, and then a Lightning Collection Dino Thunder White. Again, I think that he stands really nicely next to these guys. Again, he is taller, and he does scale with the other Geats figures perfectly fine. Mine are just in a very precarious display right now, and I don't want to move them. But yeah, he does stand very well in sizes against the Geats line very nicely. So my final thoughts on this figure, I like it a lot. In a way, I'm kind of glad it wasn't exclusive, but there's two parts to that. One, because, you know, this is kind of like a half form, like we'd rather just have like the full one, and then you could put basic, you know, legs from other figures onto that one and just obtain that same look that you have here for an exclusive. But yeah, I mean, he wasn't super expensive from when I got him. The arm problem is kind of worrisome. I hope the rest of them aren't like that. I mean, it stays on well enough, but see, it just kind of wiggles off. Kind of like the Mafex Blue Suit Wolverine initial problem where that arm just kept falling off. But yeah, the articulation's great. The look is great. The paint and the decals are great. I hope they do give us the full form somewhere down the line. But yeah, if you really like this guy, if you really like Geats, you really like this nine-tailed fox form, definitely track him down, pick him up. Again, I got mine on Zen Market. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Are you still collecting the Geats line? And are you still collecting, you know, every single Kamen Rider form there is? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.